times in Hollywood.
Today on day job.
Today on day job, Dawsey gets yelled at for doing skids in the shop.
So in this episode of Day Job presented by Sparesbox, we're not looking at a rear-wheel drive SR20 converted Civic that Grub built at Impossible Fab. We are installing a turbo back exhaust and Turbosmart EM blow-off valve onto our GR Yaris. Now, if you watched episode 2 of Motive Garage of the GR Yaris, you would have seen that we got excited and fitted up the catback exhaust from Tuner's Edge. We did that because, well, we needed to change the sound of what that thing was like, because factory, it was terrible. Now, we will be showing you the test results of that catback exhaust on the dyno in our next Motive Garage video on the GR Yaris, as well as test results for the K&N panel filter and the turbo back exhaust that we're fitting today. Now, parts for the GR Yaris are starting to come in thick and fast. An Australian company, Golby's Parts, is leading the charge, not just with their own brand, GRP Engineering, but also with other companies as well. Now, they, along with us, received one of the very first Turbosmart EM blow-off valves for the GR Yaris. Now, the other thing that we've got for our GR Yaris, which is from GRP Engineering, from Golby's Parts, is their dump pipe and mid-pipe exhaust system. Now, their dump pipe has a 5-inch 100-cell cat, so we remove the restriction of the factory catalytic converter that's at the top. Also uses a spacer for the second O2 sensor, so it doesn't throw any codes. And then the end of that dump pipe has a V-band to go to their mid-pipe, which removes the second factory catalytic converter, freeing up exhaust flow even more. And most importantly, it is a true 3-inch exhaust system, which removes the restrictions from factory, because there are a couple of spots that it drops down to 2¼ inches, maybe even smaller inside in the factory exhaust. And even better, their mid-pipe will bolt up to either a factory catback, or in our case, will bolt up to the Tuner's Edge catback exhaust as well. Now, the blow-off valve and turbo back exhaust system can be installed in, well, the regular fashion, but we decided to remove the subframe on our GR Yaris for a few reasons that we'll explain now before we get started. Firstly, well, obviously it will make installing the exhaust and blow-off valve a lot easier, but the real reason we did it is we actually wanted to pull some other things off the car while we were there, so we can take some measurements, have a look over the parts, and get ready for some future development. It makes the job easier to do the exhaust and do the blow-off valve, but obviously there's more work to pull the subframe on and off. But one thing you do need to factor in is if you pull the subframe out, you are going to ruin your wheel alignment slightly, but in our case, we weren't too worried about that, as we had planned on getting a new wheel alignment for our car straight after we did the exhaust anyway, before we go back to the track. So just keep that in mind before you install both of these parts.
Hello.
What'd you just do?
So I just undid the steering knuckle from the bottom of the steering column here. That'll allow us to be able to drop the subframe out without losing our steering alignment. The way that this car is assembled from the factory, it's actually probably take about 10-15 minutes to pull it out, and you'll have full access behind the engine.
Can you pull the subframe out and will the engine stay there, or do you have to support it? What's going to happen?
No, these cars only have 2 main engine mounts on the left and the right side, and then they have an engine stabilizer at the back. So the engine will actually stay there and it's not even hung on it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is going to take off the factory under tray. So it's only got 10mm bolts and little plastic clips. You have to kind of take off parts of the side panel to get the main part off.
So you might as well take all of it off?
Yeah, might as well take it all off. Hooray! That took longer than everything else. It's like a fabric with some kind of like padding inside of it.
Yeah. Use it as a pillow, show me. Yeah, right.
It's not very thick though. Oh, it's made it heaps easier now. Look, we can actually get in here. Look, I can get my hands on the bolts. Look at all this space for activities.
Even the blow valve's going to be easier.
Look, we just take that off. We'll get to all the nuts and bolts.
So I agree. What seemed like a huge job in this car, pulling the subframe out is actually really easy.
Yeah.
I'm so used to subframes like in GTRs and stuff where the engine's on it and you've got to hold the engine. So in my head, a subframe drop's a pain, but when you think about it, all these front wheel drive cars, the engine stays there, you drop the subframe. Now the turbo looks easy to get to. The blow valve looks easy to get to. Everything is now easy to get to. So all this extra time dropping the subframe is going to make the next two jobs take a third of the time,
easily,
especially for the first time.
Yeah.
And then the subframe back in, we're also going to learn a lot more because we've now got access to everything, including the world's smallest intercooler pipe. That actually looks like a radiator pipe out of a bigger engine.
Yeah, it probably is.
We're about to learn a lot, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. I think it's only got 6 bolts holding it in. Oh, so much more room for activity. Okay. Oh, even then it's... Ooh. Oh, wow, look at that. Dump pipes are massive these days, eh?
So they can fit a cat.
Yeah. But just even the entry into the turbo.
That's I-30?
Yeah.
So the Yaris has a bigger dump.
Yeah.
What?
It's got a bigger dump. Also, it's a better design because it's V-band.
You can see the factory catalytic converter has a lot of cells and will create a restriction. The GRP dump pipe, which has a 100 cell cat, will flow much better. It also expands out to 5 inches, giving even more flow. One of the biggest gains is that the outlet of the dump pipe stays 3 inches, along with the mid pipe, while the factory dump pipe squeezes right down to less than 2.5 inches, and there are other bottlenecks in the exhaust that are as small as 2.25 inches as well.
It's got an echo or acoustic chamber inside of it.
So changing it will help for better induction noise.
I'd say so, yeah. Do you reckon? I don't know whether that's a muffler or inside. Yeah, that's all that is. Why is everyone doing skids at the shop today?
I'm here.
That's the intake off the turbo.
Bit small.
It's a 5-blade compressor.
Pew 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 pew.
The Turbosmart EM dual-port blower valve for the GR Yaris has a larger flowing valve that can also handle more boost than factory. Being electronic, it still works the same as the factory item and is plug and play. Dual port means some of the air goes back into the intake, more so at low throttle openings, making sure drivability isn't ruined with an airflow meter equipped car, and some vents to atmosphere for some more noise. Ours is one of only a handful of items that have been sent out for final testing, and they will be publicly available very soon.
Turbosmart blower valve, that was really easy to install actually once we made space to work on that. So this is the front of the turbo, the intake directly onto the turbo. Pretty much we just pulled most of the parts off just to have a bit of an investigate. It's pretty small. I reckon we could probably gain a little bit of space around here, might get a little bit better airflow into the turbo. It's something that we can explore. We've also got standard intercooler pipe. It steps down quite a little bit there, so we might be able to try and make a slightly bigger pipe, see what that does. Because the factory intercooler is probably not the best design, changing the pipes leading up to it's not really going to make that big a difference, I reckon.
While we're here, will we bother changing probably that one pipe that looks really small? Like,
I mean, we can try it and see what it does. That's really what product development's about, is you take something and you see if it makes a difference once you change it. I want the car to be noisy.
How noisy?
Very noisy.
Obnoxious?
IFX noisy.
Like Andrew Hawkins, obnoxious and loud?
Like Andrew Hawkins as a cartoon character. is our first day job. It just took a brand new car to do it. Now it's up to you, Hawko. Go test it.